Hey everyone, how's it going? So, what am I working on now? I got a 2016 GMC Sierra Denali, and the customer's complaint was they got a shudder while driving. Of course, if you Google shudder or shaking or anything like that, what's the first thing that comes up on a 2016 GMC Sierra? You know, Chevy Silverado, whatever. Transmission. So he says it's shuddering at low speeds. Okay. I get in it, I hook the scanner up, nothing. Okay, that's possible. Could have a torque converter going out on it and it won't set any codes. All right, let me take it for a ride. I'm like, man, this just even in a parking lot, I'm like, something don't feel right. But I didn't know what it was. Like I couldn't put two and two together at that point. All right, pull out in the road and I'm like, man, what is going on here? Of course, now we got a compressor. Hang on. So I'm like, you know, what the heck is going on here? So I drive it down the road. I'm like, no, it's not the transmission. This thing drives terrible. Like, terrible. And it has no codes in it, like I said. All right. I'm going up the road and I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm feeling in this thing. As I'm going, and I'm like, it feels like I'm riding in a go-kart. Like, I've driven, like, 89 Dodge D350s, dualies, with a Cummins diesel in it that ride better than this. And those things, you needed a kidney belt when you were driving because they bounced around so hard. They had leaf spring front suspensions. Oh, they were terrible. Terrible to drive. And I was just like, it feels like I'm driving like, I don't know, it was horrible. You know, like a go-kart or something like that. So I'm driving it, like, well, the transmission feels fine, so what the heck is going on? And I was like, I think this thing has a seized up strut. Or shock or something. All right. So I'm coming across the railroad tracks, and it was atrocious coming across the railroad tracks. I get back to the shop, and like I said, there are zero codes in this thing. No engine, transmission, suspension, nothing. So I start looking, and this thing does not have electronic suspension, which kind of surprised me for a Sierra Denali. Not electronic or anything like that. Just a regular, plain old shocks and struts. So I shake it. I'll show you when I get this down on the ground later on. I'll show you how I checked initially. I shook it from one side and I could watch the wheel to the tire opening. And I was like, okay, slow movement. I go to the passenger side, did the same thing. There's no movement in the front. I'm like, oh wow, that strut is seized up. All right. So let me put it up in the air and let me just verify. Let me just look at what I have. You know, give the car a look over too. So let me just show you. So here it is, Sierra Denali. It's a nice truck, you know. Tires are a little worse for wear, but I want you to notice something. Now look at this side. Look at this side. You notice how the control arm is almost flat? This one is hanging down. See it better from this angle? Almost flat. That one's hanging down. Yeah, that strut is seized up. And of course somebody put a lift kit on it. Raise it up. But that strut has been leaking for a while. But that one is completely locked up. This one leaking also, but this one's not locked up. So, but yeah, you can, just from the side here, you can kind of see the difference. Like, look at the wheel opening on this side compared to this side. I can't let this down because I have a Infinity underneath it. But I mean, there's a huge gap right there, whereas on this side there is not. And then look at the tie rod, you can see it's almost straight across, whereas that one's hanging down. So yeah, a seized strut. So the guy brought it to us because he believed he had a transmission problem. Here again, I'd say at least half the vehicles that come in where people think they have a transmission problem, they don't have a transmission problem. There's nothing wrong with the transmission. It's something else that's going on. So don't just automatically assume that that's what you have going on. Because you can Google a complaint, and just because you Google it and you find that this is a common problem for these vehicles and this is what the problem is, doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going on. So it's just an odd situation. So let me finish up this Infinity, get this thing done, get this thing out of the way. I'm going to let this thing down, and then I'm going to show you how I checked and realized that that strut was completely seized up. So, all right, let's do that, and I'll get back to this in a moment. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let this thing down on the lift, or down onto the ground, but I'll let you watch the wheel as it goes up into the wheel well, so you can get a good idea of what I'm talking about. But as you see, that one's almost touching the ground. And this side's quite a ways up from touching the ground. So let's watch this, and I'll show you both sides, just so you can get a good general idea of what I'm talking about. So there you see the suspension settle. And there you saw it extend. So now I'm going to put you on the other side. I won't be able to narrate because I'm too far away and I don't have my microphone. So I'm going to let it down, and then I'm going to put it back up. But just watch the top of the wheel and watch the bottom of the wheel, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So there it's fully settled. I'm going back up. Now at that point where I just stopped, the left front wheel had just come off the ground. So there you see the gap in between there. On this side, I mean, that's a good, let's see. Just give you a visual, it's a good 3.5, 4 inches. Where on this side, it's not even 2, it's just off the ground. It's like 1.5 inches maybe. So, yeah. I mean, kind of wild if you think about it, that, you know, had he gone to another transmission shop, maybe they would have said, yeah, you need a transmission. Mustache failure. Yeah, let's start with the transmission, where that's not going to fix anything. Could he still have a transmission problem? Sure. I don't think he does, but it's always a possibility. So yeah, we're going to start with that. See if he wants to fix the suspension. And if I get the job, you'll see the video. All right, well, that's going to end that for now. If you like my videos, if you could, please hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. If you look down in the description below, you'll see links to Amazon products for tools and stuff that I personally use, and if you could give it a click, I'd really appreciate it. Helps keep the channel alive. All right, guys, that's it. Hope you have a great day. Keep wrenching.